Walk with me.
Take his garment that is a surety for a stranger, and take a pledge of him for a strange woman. Bread of deceit is sweet to a man, but afterwards his mouth shall be filled with gravel. Everyone purposed is established by counsel, and with good advice make war. He that goeth about as a talebearer revealeth secrets. Therefore meddle not with him that flattereth with his lips. Whosoever curses his father or his mother, his lamp shall be put out in obscure darkness. An inheritance may be gotten hastily at the beginning, but the end thereof shall not be blessed. Say thou not, I will recompense evil, but wait on the I am, and he shall save thee. Divers weights are an abomination unto the I am, and a false balance is not good. A man's going of the I am, how can a man then understand his own way? There is a snare to the man who devoureth that which is holy, and afterward vow to make inquiry. A wise king scattereth the wicked, and bringeth the wheel over them. The spirit of a man is the candle of the I am, searching all the inward parts of the belly. Mercy and truth preserve the king, and his throne is upholden by mercy. The glory of the young men is their strength. The beauty of the old men is the gray head. The blueness of a wound cleanses away evil. So do stripes the inward parts of the belly. Proverbs chapter 20, verses 16 through 30. Deliver me from the hands of evil spirits who have sway over the thoughts of men's hearts. And let them not lead me astray from thee, my God. Establish thou me and my seed, that we go not astray, henceforth and forever. Jubilees chapter 12 and verse 20. All praises, all praises, all praises. A glorious day that you have given us this day, O most holy Creator, even the I am that I am, whom you said unto Moses. We thank you for all the things that you have bestowed upon us. We thank you for the truths. We thank you for the manifestations. We thank you for the wars. We thank you for the rumors. We thank you for all things, because we know in all of this we shall emerge victorious. Yes, we shall. And it will be well with us and our seed, even our children, in that great and notable day. Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You're walking with Mr. Clay. I'm Mr. Clay. Yes, we thank God for those of you that have been with us since the beginning, and those of you here and there's about, and those of you, yes, who are just subscribing, and those of you who are about to subscribe, calling those things that are not as though they are. Yes, 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 we thank God for you. Yeah, we're still in the book of Nehemiah. Nehemiah chapter 7. Yes, Nehemiah chapter 7. I believe it's 7. I better check again. I think I was just reading 6. Okay. Chapter 6. Nehemiah chapter 6. As you prepare. Yes, as we see that everybody's preparing for war, and everybody's calling it World War III. Did the book say World War III? See, we go by the narrative. They repeat and they repeat and they repeat, so that we see only what we see. We can't see it any other way but what. This is how religion has came about. Repeating a lie, instead of reading the book, reading the scrolls, taking heed to what is told. They repeat lies. God did not say World War III. He told you what events should come to pass and how it shall end. According to Daniel, I believe chapter 9, he that cometh to a certain number of days, he will be happy. That's all was left to it. Now, if you go back into the beginning, the end was told in the beginning. There was no book sealed or nothing like that. No, it was told in the beginning. He told you just what's going to happen. But we want to see, this is the thing with clairvoyance. When you forget, when you cease to study and keep in mind and always remind yourself through the books that are written about what the Most High has told you and promised you, you will lose sight. And many of them, even Saul is one example, how he lost sight of God through his foolery. And then he began to seek the witch at Endor. And then next thing you know, hey, yeah, God allowed he allowed Samuel to come up. And this woman was amazed. She might have been a fake person. Who knows? But he allowed him to come up and say, why have you summoned me? God was really upset with that. No, David did not go with that route, but he went another route. He went the flesh route. Gave us kings born of a hedonistic woman. And that king, he took after the pattern even of his maternal people. Solomon. It's something. God knows what he's doing, and we have to really pay attention to what's going on in his historical account. And we understand that even the heathen try to mix with your children, and they were trying your children. He just pushed himself toward it, and he sent his best in televisions and everything, to where your children say, oh, I want to be with them. They love so much. They do it so good. They are so good at raising children. No, it ain't that. Look at the word. The word to miss. Stabilization. See, they stabilize their communities. They stay with laws and everything else, but then they go into other communities and destabilize them by bringing that which is not like you. By over-policing, by all manner of things, and then you wonder how your children grow up with such a perception. This is what's happening. They know what they're doing, and you don't get it. And it's not the poor. The poor is just as uneducated and crazy as anybody else, but it's the rich, the ones who don't want you to rise, don't want you, because they know more of the majority of the children of Israel, the true children of Israel, would be more wealthy and have more wealthy in the world and globally than they do. They know this because you will have been given an auspice from the Most High. You remember the psalm that says, he teaches my hands to prosper. Yes. Well, we're going to get into the word. This thing's by spirits. Now let's look. Nehemiah chapter 6. I think we was in chapter 5. We're in chapter 6, I believe. Let me make sure of that again, because sometimes, nope, we're in chapter 7. Haha. I got it. I think I have on a board here where there is I got the next days, but I didn't change it yesterday. I read it, but I didn't change it. And throughout the morning, getting up and on, you need this good cup of coffee and all this. I just don't look at it. Nehemiah chapter 7. Nehemiah chapter 7. Forgive me. And it came to pass when the walls was built, I had set up the doors and the porters, the doorkeepers, yes, and the singers and the Levites were appointed. This is what we need, Levites. See, now let's talk about they have the red heifer and they come. This is an abomination. You have those who are born, they are not Levites. They are Ashkenazi or whatever mixed Europeans they are. A mixed horde of imposters is what they are. Then you have those coming from Ethiopia, they don't even know. Do you have a lineage? Do you have that stemming from the Levites? Now the Levites in their identity is going to have to come from God because of the Satans and his wrath toward the children of Judah, even Israel. Yes, this is going to have to come from the Most High. If I were you, I wouldn't even pay attention to all this. You have Christians, oh, the Lord is coming back. No, ain't nobody coming back. But God will appear with his anointing, according to the book of Enoch. He will appear with his anointed, his Christ. Has nothing to do with no Jesus. There were thousands of Christ. There were many apostles. There's many apostles. This is just a Greek word. There were many people sent into the world, wherever Israel was, to remind them to change your ways, to turn back to, this is all God required. Because when you change back from evil to do that which is lawful, then you have repented, because your heart sees that what you were doing were wrong before the Most High. And many times you will tell the Most High, I'm wrong about this, let me do it the right way. This is why he says, when shall I say unto the wicked? And he was talking to Israel. When shall I say unto the wicked, in the day that he turns from his wickedness and do that which is right, that I remember his righteousness or his wickedness? See, it don't take no Jesus, it didn't take no blood. This blood was shed that God may accept. It was your gratitude. You taking your food and everything and giving it to the Most High. That is the sweet smelling savor. And saying, I'm sorry. Just like when if a man sits up there and he decides that he really wronged someone, or his wife or children or best friend, he decides, I'm going to take him out to dinner. I'm going to take him to the best restaurant. And I'm sorry. And that from then on, he has never done anything. I've done this wrong to you, and I'm just so sorry. You see, in the past few weeks, I have not done anything, or months. But now I take you to show you that I'm sorry. This is the sacrifice. These are what God requires of us. God is your creator, provider, and everything else. He's like a father. Yes, he's not a father. He's not a man. He does not beget. God created, and he's the giver of laws, and the laws extend from the tiniest. God's laws extend from the tiniest, that which is that you cannot even fathom among life, whether it's in the body or in the air or whatever. There's a law for everything, and the lawgiver has given it the law that it should function in such a way. And when man takes that law and he begins to meddle with it, then an abomination begins. When you walk out of the laws, eating that which you should not, doing that which you should not, then an abomination results, should I say. It results. Yeah, so you see all these scientists with all this thing they coming up with, switching heads and all of this. No good will come of it. It might work for a little bit, and then they gonna turn, and then he's gonna shut his mouth like, oop, and he's gonna look around and hope nobody remembers. This is what they do. Have you ever been in a corporate environment and they know they've just screwed up? What's gonna happen? They say nothing. This is the way of the heathen. And then they'll switch and get your attention off what was really happening. And I say to the women, I agree with those women that were talking on social media. Your placenta. Make the hospitals allow your baby to get all its nourishment from the placenta before they take it away. They're selling it. They get mad. Some of them, if you have babies at home and beyond their understanding, they will call Child Protective Services on you. White or black, they don't care. It's money. They will sell it. They give you a C-section for no reason at all and tell you, and you think that it's the best because they give you deadening agents so you don't feel the pain. It's money. You sure gonna feel that pain after with all those stitches, and they might bust on you. You can have a baby naturally. Very few even need, I'm talking about out of millions, very few even need a cesarean section. Think about it, women, think about it. And father, you, in some countries, you're not the father until you sign the birth certificate, so all they can do is just get the mother in her delusion and just mix your child up. Giving them all those shots at one time and causing all kind of mental and today's things or today's disorders, ADD and all manner of crazy stuff. This is from them taking the placenta. The baby is not fully formed until this is where he gets his nourishment from. And if it's still alive, why are you still, it'll rot on its own. They're taking money. They're making money either way it goes. And then they play plausible deniability. Watch yourself. Watch yourself. Nehemiah chapter 7. And now it came to pass when the wall was built, I had set up doors, and the porters and singers and the Levites were appointed. And I gave my brother Hanani and Hananiah, the ruler of the palace, charge over Jerusalem, for he was a faithful man and feared God above many. Nehemiah was wise. So he said, hey, I'm going to give my brother Hanani this. And he knows that he was versed in the laws, commandments, statutes, and ordinances of the Most High. And I said unto them, let not the gates of Jerusalem be open till the sun be hot. And while they stand by, let them shut the doors and bar them and appoint watchers of the inhabitants of Jerusalem, every one in his watch, and every one to be over against his house. Now the city was large and great, but the people were few therein, and the houses were not builded. And my God put into my heart to gather together the nobles and the rulers and the people, that they might be reckoned by genealogy. In other words, God said, get these people together. And I found a register of genealogy of them that came up at first, and found written therein. In other words, God didn't allow Babylon or the Persian conquest of Judah to take those things, because he knew he was going to send some back, but they're going to go right back out. This is why we're here the way we are. Okay? So he found them. And that is why the heathen destroys the genealogy. They destroy any historical account, not only in the continent of Africa, but also among those that were here in the United States and South America. This is by the religious faction. They knew that if they kept the genealogy, the people would know and have an understanding of who they were. They knew that if they could speak by word of mouth, and if they forbid the people from saying who they were to their children, that they have won the battle. Not only to the children of Israel and Judah, but also to those other inhabitants from other fathers of Noah that came from Noah. They knew this. So therefore they destroyed your genealogy. They destroyed everything about you. Even your name was changed, because if you knew your name, you would find out who you were. A good example was the Roots. Kunta Kinte, but now your name is Toby. That ignorant whip boy, he wasn't gonna, the guy that said that, if that was true, he said that, but he said it out of ignorance. But the educated of those people knew why they instructed him to do so. To change his name. See, now you have your 1% or your small percentage of your rich that are even turning on their own. But yet, they don't realize the world is passing them by, and it might trickle down even into the Americas, where these people that were given, whose stamp was the chastisement of Deuteronomy chapter 28, will be erased. You cannot help yourself. You will be erased. They decided, well, we're going to get our all people that look like us camps and all of this stuff, and we're going to push everybody away. But you're doing that to your own demise. Do you not know God would find your central points and destroy you? You centralize. God's going to destroy you right where you sit. And you think you're keeping people out. You're just making it easy to be destroyed. That's all you're doing. And the rest will enjoy your erasure. Because you teach your children the same thing, and they get, and this stamp is upon them through your teaching. And even those of you that are not of them, that have this same bigotry, you're going to also be that, because you are made rich for a reason. You are made to be wealthy and move in the neighborhoods that these that have. And you reject your brethren and you make them to howl. Oh, God got you. I digress, but anyway, let's go on. It's such a joyous day. And now the city was large and great, verse 4. But the people were few therein, and the houses not builded. Okay. Now he said he found a register in verse 6. All right. Now these are the children of the province in verse 6 that went up out of the captivity, and those that had been carried away, from whom Nebuchadnezzar or Nebuchadrezzar, however you all put it, but it says Nebuchadnezzar, as the English would pronounce his name, king of Babylon. Because if you had it in the language and the accent of the people, it would sound different. Now the king of Babylon had carried away and came again to Jerusalem and to Judah, everyone unto his city. Now they came back from the captivity of Babylon. Now who came with the Zerubbabel? Yeshua or Jeshua or Yeshua? That's a common name. So they got it out the Bible and they made you Jesus. Nehemiah, Azariah, Raamiah, Nahamani, Mordecai. Remember Mordecai? Bilshan. Now this, Esther had to be before this, because Mordecai was in the land of Persians at one time. If this is the same Mordecai. And Bishpereth and Bigvi and Nehum and Benaiah. And the number I say of the men of the people of Israel was this. Now he's going to go into genealogy. The children of Parosh were 2,270. The children of Zephaniah, 372. The children of Ara, 652. And the children of Pahath Moab, the children of Yeshua and Joab, 2,818. The children of Elam, 2,254. The children of Zatu, 845. The children of Zakai, 703 score. And the children of Benui, 648. And the children of Bevi, 628. And the children of Asgad, 2,222. And the children of Nakiam, 603 score and 7. You see, he had to have these men take a census of all the people that came with him out of Babylon and those who came with him from Persia. Now, verse 19, the children of Bigvi, 2,303 score and 7. The children of Aden, 675, 50 and 5. The children of Attar of Hezekiah, Now, who was Hezekiah? Hezekiah was a king. The king out of David's lineage. Now, 90 and 8. Now, you have to realize the kings have ceased in Jerusalem now during the time of Nehemiah. There was no more kings. Even to this day, there is no more kings. Your Jesus, your Yahushua, your Yahusha are not kings. They're not. Then you're talking about a Judean having relations with a Levite, or God forbid, God having relations with a Levite girl or woman. Excuse me. No, God doesn't lay with his creation. No, it's far from him that should happen. Far as east from the west. No. God don't do that. Now the watchers, who are created beings, no, they did such a thing, or some kind of way they did such a thing. How they gave themselves male organs, we do not know. Because the spirits do not have male or female organs. No, they're spirits, period. They don't reproduce. They are created beings with no... Only way they can multiply is they recruit those that were created from the throne of the Most High and deceiving them. And once that disruption of the harmony of the realm of the Most High is noted, he knows. God knows. The children of Hashem, 320 and 8. The children of Bezai, 324. And the children of Hariph, 112. And the children of Gibeon, 90 and 5. And the men of Bethlehem and Netophah, 104 score and 8. Yes, 148. And men of Anathoth was 128. The men of Beth Azmavith, or house of Mavith, 40 and 2. And the men of Kirjath Jearim, Shir Farah and Beeroth, 743. And the men of Ramah and Gaba, 620 and 1. And the men of Machmas, 120 and 2. And the men of Bethel, house of God, and Ai, 120 and 3. And the men of other Nebo, and 50 and 2. And the children of Elan, 1,250 and 4. And the children of Harim, 320. And the children of Jericho, 345. And the children of Lod, Hadid, and Ono, 720 and 1. And the children of Sinai, 3,930. The priests and the children of Jedediah and the house of Jeshua, 900. So why did they call him Yeshua? But yet here you got the Europeans call him Jeshua with their J. Oh, he's a Jeshua. He's not a Yeshua. They change everything. It shows ownership, belonging to them. This is why they change names. And to keep you from knowing from which you came. Yes, primarily. 970 and 3. The children of Immer, 1,050 and 2. The children of Pashur, 1,240 and 7. And children of Harim, 1,017. The Levites and the children of Yeshua and Kadimiel. See, if you name your children after these here names, you will confuse the heathen. You'd confuse them to... They will be confused because you would not have the names they give you. And you would also confuse many Arabs and many Jews, because the children of Jacob are not Jews. They either Judea or whatever the tribe they came from, and then they are children of their fathers, from their fathers. Hadiva, 70 and 4. And the singers, the children of Asaph, we heard about him. This is a great or noted music major. Didn't have college. Music major. God give him what he gave him. A Levite. 145. 45, verse 45. The porters, the children of Shalom, the children of Ator, the children of Talmon, the children of Akub, the children of Hatisha, the children of Shobai, and 138, and the Nethinims, and the children of Zihar, and the children, the Nethinims had a inheritance among the children of Israel because they were servants to the Levites. The water drawers, that was their permanent duty because they had deceived the children of Israel. The kings have deceived the children of Israel that they were not of their enemies. And the children of Zihar, the children of Hashupah, the children of Zaboeth, the children of Keros, the children of Sia, the children of Padon, the children of Labina, the children of Hagaba, and the children of Shammai, the children of Hannah, and the children of Giddel, the children of Gadhar, the children of Haya, the children of Resen, the children of Zikoda, and the children of Gazam, and the children of Uzzah, the children of Paseah, and the children of Bezai, and the children of Munim, the children of Nephisium, the children of Buk, the children of Hakupha, and the children of Harhar, the children of Balith, and the children of Mehida, and the children of Hasha, and the children of Barkos, and the children of Caesarea, and the children of Tama, and the children of Neziah, and the children of Hatipha, and the children of Solomon's servants, the children of Sotai, and the children of Zopharis, and the children of Perida, verse 58, and the children of Jahala, and the children of Darkon, and the children of Giddel, and the children of Zeptiah, and the children of Haiti, and the children of Partreth, and Zebaim, and the children of Ammon. All the Nethinims and the children of Solomon's servants were 392. Yes, the seed of David was still there. And these are they which went up also, from Telemath, Telaresha, Cherub, and Adon, and Immer, and they could not show their father's house, nor their seed, whether they were of Israel. Now see, the genealogy is so important. The heathen knew this. And God knew it because he's allowed them to do it. This is what he instructed the devils to tell their mind to do. So that you have to search for God. You have to want God. To know his way in such a way that you don't care what men think of you. You don't care what the broad road is there, Jesus says, takes. Very cunning is the New Testament. Very cunning work. The Ethiopians only copied what the Greeks had. The Greeks had all that. The book of Enoch all the way to the book of Revelation. The Greeks had that stuff. So who started this New Testament stuff? Well, one YouTuber says it was the Pazos. Herodotus even showed where the Pazos have showed places where they had took in the biblical characters. These people were very versed in the scriptures. Very. And you with your little old preacher listening to self instead of reading the accounts and really understanding what is written, your mind is led by and run. You can't fathom what's the peripherals. Even as you read, you cannot fathom these things. Even the doctorates of you cannot fathom these things. Yes. And these were they which, in verse 61, which went also from Telemila and Teleharisha, Cherub, and Adon, and Immer, but they could not show their father's house. They lost their genealogy. They didn't even have word of mouth. They were lost, just like many Israelites today. And some have concocted such things as showing different countries in Africa where the children of Israel, this is a lie. I mean, this is total foolery and ignorance. Now the children of Deliah and the children of Tobiah and the children of Tekoa, 642, and of the priests and the children of Habiah and the children of Koz and the children of Barzillai, and which took of the daughters of Barzillai and Gileadite to wife, were called after their name. In other words, they had to call themselves after another name in order to belong to the children of Israel or Judah. And with that, we need to find out where we came from. Many of us want to be children of Israel. Many want to be Levites. They want to be whatever the famous people are in the Bible. This is weird. I would just be of the lowest. I'd be of Jala, whatever, Ayala, whatever. Because if you exalt yourself, you're going to be humbled. These people weren't exalted. If you live the life they lived, you will go through pure, what we call hell. Coming with these strong, bold things, these strong, bold AI images, and showing with the lighted eyes like you are big and powerful. Muscle is nothing. Did not God say, not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit? Don't you know that Elijah wasn't no big, strong, muscular man? Many times he was in fastings. He didn't have much to eat. He probably was a skinny, bony man that you can just blow away. And yet, the only power that he had was that which the Most High had used him with. And that was God's power. That is the pure muscle, spirit muscle. Don't walk by sight. We walk by confidence in the Most High. And with that, if we do such things, we will have peace.
Walk with me.